Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
Audio bandwidth for the Daily GizWiz is provided by Winamp. Subscribe to the Daily GizWiz and all your favorite podcasts with the ultimate media player. Download it for free at winamp.com. Video bandwidth for the Daily GizWiz is provided by CacheFly at CacheFly.com. It's time for the Daily GizWiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1240 for Friday, December 10th, 2010, the Philips Magnavox Metalis SX. The Daily GizWiz is brought to you by Ford and the new 2011 Ford Edge. It grabs attention as well as it grabs the road and features available My Ford Touch to connect you to your vehicle in new and innovative ways. The 2011 Ford Edge. Drive one this week at a Ford dealer near you.
And now, get ready for Dick.
Hey, yo, I'm talking to you. Leo Laporte's always got what's new. I ain't down with that new stuff. See, I'm talking to my peeps about Dickie D. 'Cause my life is like a feature phone. 4G, 3G, no GC. I'm talking about the GizWiz.G. He ain't down with no Google Maps or wasting time with Angry Bird apps. He's still using his very first mouse, the one he keeps back at the Gadget warehouse. Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Now here he is, Dickie D. And thanks to James Pinhead, for the rap intro to the show. That's wild.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see?
Yeah. He sent us another one that was really creepy with a face like the man in the iron mask. But now that I see his face, I understand why he wore the mask. He's a good-looking fella, and he's got a great voice. And we were trying to decide whether I should do that or he should do that. I think we made the right choice.
Yeah. We see we're making your life easier and easier. First, we used to just start having people write them. Now we have people perform them.
Good. Maybe we can have them do Turn the Table Tuesday next Tuesday.
I was just going to say, now we got them to just do 2 or 3 of the shows.
We'll be set.
They'll just have to come in a half hour a week. Yeah.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
So you've been to the warehouse.
I've been to the warehouse, so I'm going to talk to you about an amazing computer that's almost 20 years old. And then we'll have you, I'll describe it, and you tell me what you think it sold for when it came out.
Okay.
Okay. So it's 1991. So
the year was 1991.
1991. It's from Philips Magnavox. They were not very big in computers. They did them for a couple of years, and then, at least in the States, they didn't continue the line. But I had the 386 SX notebook computer. All right. It had 1 megabyte of RAM.
That was a lot in those days.
Yeah. And amazing for its time, a 40 megabyte hard drive.
Not gigabyte, kids.
No.
Megabytes.
Right. And it was a 3.5-inch hard drive because they didn't have to shrink them any bigger to get 40 megabytes.
If you had a 40 megabyte, let's put it this way. If you had a 40 megabyte USB key, you could put it in a box of cereal. Yeah, I mean, it's not worthless. I mean,
yes. Yeah. Okay, there's the screen, 6x9.
6x9. Oh, it's a widescreen. Oh, that's interesting.
Okay. Yeah. 32 grayscale, black and white, Super VGA.
Super VGA, all right.
Okay, a single 3.5-inch, 144 megabyte floppy drive, a lightweight 6.8 pounds.
That way. It's more than Ozzy weighs.
Yeah, it was kind of like a phone book.
6.8 light.
6.8 pounds, and it ran for an amazing 3 hours.
Well, actually, that is amazing.
Yes, yes.
Probably a lie as well, but okay.
And it shipped with GeoWorks. Remember GeoWorks?
Oh, yeah. GeoWorks.
Leah, I was looking at the opening screen of GeoWorks. When you go into GeoWorks, professional workspace, you find a notepad,
Yeah.
calculator,
How professional.
AOL,
Ooh.
scrapbook, calendar.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you were talking businessman.
I was a fan of GeoWorks. I loved GeoWorks. I really thought the world of it. So now this is
Okay,
is
so
it running
now this
DOS or it's running Windows, right?
It's running Windows.
But in 91 it would have been Windows 3 probably.
I think it was Windows.
3.0.
Was there a Windows 4? I want to say
No,
4.
there was no Windows 4.
Okay.
There was an NT4, but I don't think it would be running NT. I'm pretty sure in 1991 that was Windows 3.0 or maybe 3.1, but I think it was 3.0.
Okay. Okay. So
Wow.
you're all right. So came through with GeoWorks, and the suggested retail price, if you can guess it without going over, we'll give you this handsome color brochure that describes.
Ooh. Does this thing boot still?
No.
Oh man, that'd be so cool if you could boot that up. I'm going to say
Why?
$22.95.
Okay, suggested retail price.
Yes,
Chat room, anybody? Oh, they're
saying 5,000, 3,500. I don't think it was that expensive.
They were right. Okay, $35.99.
Oh my God!
Yes, and let me just look up the price. They made a.
Wait, this is a 386SX processor.
Yes. They made a 286. That was
Jeez.
2,700, 26.99.
Oh my!
Yeah, I know.
God.
Isn't that amazing?
That's incredible.
So you could get today for that. You could get like 5 nice laptops.
Five, 10.
No, wait.
10
$3,500.
netbooks for 350 bucks.
get
10 netbooks you could get for
Yeah,
that.
you get 10 netbooks. Yeah, that's
Wow.
amazing stuff, isn't it?
I remember those days, but boy, I didn't realize things were that. We've come a long way. I mean, you get so much more power for nothing compared to that.
Yeah. You know, when we were on 60 Minutes. A long time ago, Parker Brothers came out with the Mad Magazine game, and they sent me on a media tour plugging the game, and they sent a PR person with me to all the cities. We became good friends. And then after the tour was over, I lost track of him. And one day he called me up and he said, guess what my new job is? And I said, what? He said, I do PR for 60 Minutes. And I said, can you get mad on 60 Minutes? And he goes, well, you know what? You need a hook. And, you know, you Leo, know what a hook is. You know, you just don't go on a show to go on it. You need to be there for a reason. So I kept pitching him all these different reasons. And then it was finally, I think, Mad's 35th anniversary. And he said, oh, yeah, you know, let me pitch it to Don Hewitt. And he called up and he said, oh, yeah, we're going to do it.
Wow.
And they shot the thing up at Mad, and then he called me up and he said, you know, they like it so much they're going to hold it for the fall premiere. I forgot what year, but it's on my website. You can see it. And so I went to Bill and I said, Bill, they're holding it to the fall premiere. And he said, well, what does that mean? I said, it means one of two things. They loathe it, and by fall they'll hope we forgot that they shot it.
Yeah,
dumped it.
yeah. That's
Or
what
they
happened to
really-
me on my Today Show segment.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well,
it got bumped for a breaking news, and I think one of the Macy's Day balloons popped or something, and then they bumped and bumped again, and they never.
Oh yeah.
Never.
They bumped it for when they found out Eva was in town.
Yes.
So
Your sister's in town. We're going to run that story instead.
Yeah. But then in the fall they ran it
On the premiere. Wow.
On the premiere of 60 Minutes, and Gaines called me and he goes, "Listen, you got this thing on the air," and he said, you know, we sold thousands of subscriptions, so I want to do something really special. Think of something you really, really want. And I said, a new boat.
Wow.
And he said,
think of something else.
Yes, that's exactly right. That was just a new, I mean, I was kidding him. I said, 25 grand. He goes, think of something else. I said, Bill, I would love to have a really nice desktop computer for my home.
Oh, there you go.
And, yeah. And he said, you know, what does that cost? And I said, about $3,000. And he said, well, don't spend more than $5,000, but buy something you really want.
Wow. What a nice guy.
But Leo, for $5 grand, I think it was 38 or something. It was almost this. I had the 386 processor.
You probably had a DX though, not an SX. You probably had the better processor.
I had a 40 megabyte hard drive, and Windows back then, not Windows, Word was like $400. I mean, every single thing was an option. You know, back then when you turned a computer on, it just lit up. It was a nightlight.
We've come along. Yeah, it was a nightlight. It didn't do anything.
It was a nightlight.
You want an operating system. Well, that'll cost you.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be more. But,
well, I was just looking up the value in $2010 of $3,500. According to, and this is measuringworth.com. It's a really great site. And they'll tell you based on Consumer Price Index, GDP. I'll just use Consumer Price Index. $3,500 from 1991 is worth, in today's money, $5,510.
Wow.
So that is a really expensive. I mean, what would you get? I don't think you could buy a $5,000 laptop today. I don't know.
No, not even something from Alien, not even. Yeah.
Maybe there may be a top-of-the-line Alienware might set you back $4,000.
Yeah.
Even that
is
seems
amazing.
outrageous.
It is amazing.
Yeah. Of course, remember the Lisa cost $10,000. If I mean, computers were more expensive and they did less, but there's a lot. Today, you get a lot of bang for your buck. Let's not forget that. Hey, you know what else you get a lot of bang for your buck for these days? Your fabulous Ford automobile there.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a great deal. And you know what's really great? The taxpayers didn't have to pay for it. That's what I really like. You don't buy, you buy a car from the other guys, you're buying it twice. Ford didn't take any bailout money, and they did it by smart business and making great vehicles and better all the time. And the new Ford Edge, just a great example of that. What a nice car. Good looking, great exterior, great interior, exceptional fit and finish, the best second row legroom in its class. Great fuel efficiency, EPA estimated 27 highway miles per gallon, also best in class. 285 horsepower. That's that great V6 engine Ford's been putting in a lot of its vehicles. I just want you to take a look at the 2011 Ford Edge. It's got the Ford Touch in it, my Ford Touch, which is Sync Plus, the 8-inch screen in the center console, 2 little screens behind the steering wheel. The beauty of it, of course, is that, you've got, with the same benefit of Sync, which is you keep your eyes on the road, your hands on the wheel, and yet you can do everything you would do in the 21st century. You can receive text messages. It'll read them to you. You can say, climate control, 70 degrees. It'll change the temperature in the cabin. You can say, play the Daily GizWiz episode 1200. It'll play it. Music. It's got 2 USB ports and an SD card slot, so you can hook up all your devices and even put your own content in there. That, by the way, you can use that for the maps with the points of interest can be on the SD card. I can just go on and on. It's really nice. I want you to test drive a Ford Edge at a dealer this week. And we've got a new promotion I want to tell you about, the 2012 Ford Focus Global Test Drive. This year, actually early next year, the Ford Focus, the new international car, completely redesigned from Ford's coming out. It is beautiful. I got to see one at Blog World this year. I didn't get to drive it. Some lucky person's going to get to drive it. You and a friend could be going to Madrid, to Spain's National Institute for Aerospace Technology, to test drive the brand new 2012 Ford Focus. All you have to do is go to twitfordfocus.com and submit a video saying why you should be able to test drive the new Ford Focus and what charity you'd like to donate $10,000 to and why. You and a friend could be going on an all-expense-paid trip to Madrid to test drive the Ford Focus. To submit your video and to find out how to do it and what you need to do, go to twitfordfocus.com. That's a Facebook page. You can submit the video there. And boy, this new Ford Focus, it's got active park assist, the rear view camera, the torque vectoring control. I haven't tried this. It hugs the curves. New fuel-efficient engines, completely updated, and, of course, voice-activated sync with my Ford Touch, including that 8-inch screen I mentioned. The new Ford Focus, I cannot wait to get one. You're going to want to get your hands on one, too. But get that early test drive in Madrid. I don't know how many winners they're going to have, but I see they're going to donate $500,000 in total. So sounds like there'll be at least 50 winners. That's great. twitfordfocus.com. And we thank Ford so much for their support of the Daily GizWiz show and all of the TWiT shows. We're really happy to be associated with a great American car company that is leading the edge. And by the way, this Ford Focus is going to be available worldwide. It is a really great car. now, ladies and gentlemen, after that big build-up, here's another crappy letter.
Yes. I just had to tell you about your Warehouse Friday QCat. It's on my desk every day. QCat was a barcode reader we did about a month ago. I have a very large Christmas ornament collection, 2,000 plus and counting. It takes the entire month of November just to hang ornaments. And I used the
How big a tree do you have?
I guess the one at Rockefeller Center.
Holy moly.
I used a QCat to scan the barcode of each one in my FileMaker database. It's great because after it scans it, it sends a return character. I don't have to stop and hit the keyboard to perform the find after I scan something. I zipped through hundreds of pieces in minutes where it used to take hours. And no, I'm not running the QCat on some old computer. I have a 2010 Mac with Snow Leopard. For $3 on eBay, it beats the $100 plus regular barcode readers.
I'm stunned. I'm still back at 2,000 Christmas ornaments.
Tim in St. Louis.
And Tim has a database, and he's barcoded every one of them. And that's amazing.
Exactly. And he said, you probably don't remember, I emailed you last Christmas because I had done from the warehouse an old moving train ornament.
Right.
And he had said that he had a Hallmark magic train ornament. I didn't realize he had 2,000. I think I'm going to email him back and ask him if he wants my moving train
That's
ornament.
kind of a cool hobby, though, isn't it? I mean, that's pretty neat.
2,000. Wow. I guess the people at Rockefeller Center call him. Hey, got any extra ornaments? We're out here.
Well, he's clearly a collector. I wonder, though, if he puts them all out.
I don't know.
I bet.
Unless he has like lots and lots and lots of trees.
You have to have many. Well, how many? Maybe 100 ornaments on a tree. He needs 20 trees.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Hey, by the way, Google God in our chat room has actually pointed out that you can get a laptop that expensive if you go to store.apple.com and max out the current 17-inch MacBook. He got to well over $7,000.
Really? Oh my!
That's a fun exercise, actually. If you go to store.apple.com and pick any of their computers and max it out, it's amazing how expensive you can get. I can't remember, but I did it with the top of the line Mac Pro computer. I think I got, I don't know, like $25,000 by the end.
Oh, really? Oh, that's funny.
Let me see.
Well, it is fun. It is fun because
it's a funny money.
You just go. You get to the next option and you go, oh, $20. I don't care what it is.
No big deal here. So let me see. I'm going to put in two 6-core, 2.93 gigahertz Westmere's. That'll give me 12 processors in my new Macintosh. 32 gigs of RAM. Oh, with 12 processors, you need as much RAM as you can get. We're going to need RAID. I'm going to need, let's see, let's put the 512 gigabyte solid-state drive in there. That's in Bay 1. But then I'll put, let's put one in every drive. That gives me 2 terabytes of solid-state storage. That'll be nice and fast. I'm going to put a couple of ATI Radeon HD cards in there, 2 18-inch super drives. I need a 27-inch display. Let's make 2 of them. What do you say? Now I'm up to $18,197. It's pretty fun. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Well, if you want to buy this Magnavox for just $500, I mean, compared to that, what are you going to spend? $7,000 or $5,000?
Now that laptop sounds cheap.
Yeah, exactly.
Cheap.
Exactly. Yeah, I think I have more processing power in my Timex data link than I was in that Magnavox.
Undoubtedly do. Dick, it's been a great week. Thank you so much. Gosh, we're getting close to Christmas. Are we going to do anything special for it? Hanukkah's over. What do we do? Do we do the 12 Geeks of Christmas?
Well, we have to revive. I have to find that song, and maybe on Christmas Day.
Well, that's a Saturday. We're not doing a show Christmas Day. Thank
okay.
God.
Well, maybe Christmas Eve, Friday.
Okay.
We can find the 12 Gadgets of Christmas. I think it's on YouTube somewhere.
I might be able to find that. Yes.
I bet you we can find that.
Yes. That's all the GizWiz gadgets. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. Hey, Dick.
Well, maybe someone wants to make a new one.
Make a new one. You've got a week or so.
Yeah, exactly.
Get
Come
to
on,
work. Get
What
to
do we
work.
sit in the chat room and do nothing?
Hey, it's the 10th of December today, but tomorrow, December 11th, is Eva's birthday. So let's just wish a happy birthday to my sister.
Oh, Eva. Oh,
Is
I
she
wish I
still
had
living
known.
with you?
Oh, no, she lives with 2 other guys. she met, the guys called me up. She met them at the meetup.
Yeah.
At the Boat Basin Cafe. And they said, Eva, we have a big apartment. So if you ever, in town, stop in. So now.
Stop in and
She lives there.
she moved in.
I changed the locks in my phone number.
Very
So she's not
wise.
coming back here.
You're a wise man. Hey, Dick, thanks for being here. We'll see you next week. Have a great weekend.
I'll be here.
DAIL. It's the Daily GizWiz. It's the Daily GizWiz. It's the Daily GizWiz.
It makes its own gravy.
Yeah.